Good evening, everyone. For those of you who haven't met me, I'm Susan Christopherson, the new Dean of the Rotman School of Management and your host for this evening. Welcome to our 7th annual and second virtual Reunite at Rotman. It is a real pleasure to welcome you all back to our homecoming this year. Although we are meeting virtually, I wish to acknowledge the land on which the University of Toronto operates. For thousands of years, it has been the traditional land of the Huron-Wendat, the Seneca, and most recently, the Mississaugas of the Credit. Today, this meeting place is still home to many Indigenous people from across Turtle Island, and we are grateful to have the opportunity to work on this land. I am also particularly grateful to be celebrating with all of you tonight and to be recognizing some incredible Rotman alumni. At the outset, I would like to sincerely thank our generous event sponsors, Siona Investment Managers and RBC Capital Markets. Thank you for helping us make this year's Reunite at Rotman possible. Tonight, many of our Rotman alumni are joining us from all around the globe. We are thrilled to have alumni and friends of the school signed up from across Canada, in Vancouver, Calgary, Montreal, and even as far north as Iqaluit. Internationally, we have alumni and friends signed up from Hong Kong and Spain, and from the US, we are welcoming alumni from Virginia and California. Thank you all so much for joining us. The Rotman community extends across borders and industries. We are united by shared experiences as well as the common purpose of creating better and healthier communities. I am very proud and honored to be leading this extraordinary school. And for those of you who have managed to take a look at our Rotman Impact Report, you will quickly see the significant impact we are making and why we all have reason to be very proud of this incredible school. We have world-class thought leaders who are providing new insights on how businesses can build healthier societies through sustainability, diversity, and healthcare. We are educating the next generation of managers on how to create better and more resilient global organizations through our training in leadership, risk management, governance, and business design. And we are teaching our students how to enable innovation and embrace technological change in areas of data analytics, machine learning, blockchain, to help us meet and overcome the challenges that we face. There are so many successes to celebrate, but a true indication of a successful business school is its graduates and the impact that they have around the world. That's why I'm particularly excited to be recognizing 3 incredible alumni tonight who exemplify the Rotman values of diversity, excellence, respect, and integrity, and who have been incredibly successful while giving back to their organizations and communities. One of my key objectives as a new dean is to create sustainable funding for our core activities so we can continue to invest in the graduates of tomorrow. To do this, we need to build and enhance a culture of philanthropy at the school and broaden our base of annual giving. This is the idea behind our new inaugural Rotman Giving Day. It's a really exciting new fundraising campaign that we will be launching this Friday, October the 1st. New donations that are made by the end of day on October 1st will be matched dollar for dollar on gifts of up to $1,000. I want to emphasize that our focus is really on building a culture of philanthropy and broadening our base of annual giving. So it's not about dollars raised, it's about increasing participation. And many of you have already contributed through Reunite, and I want to sincerely thank you in helping us to invest in your thought leadership, in our thought leadership, and those graduates of tomorrow. I know several of you have been working together on group gifts, including our class of 2021 morning and evening MBA students who have been working tirelessly to create an endowed scholarship to support Black students in the part-time MBA program. It's donor-funded initiatives such as this that can have a lasting impact. For example, we have made some concerted efforts towards improving both the quality and the diversity of our full-time MBA through the creation of several new targeted scholarships for exceptional candidates. And this year, we have set new records. We have a record-setting 45% women in the class and almost 10% of students who identify as Black. And we also have attained the highest average incoming GMAT score on record. I also just heard this morning, and this isn't just new, we have our highest ever percent of students with employment 3 months after graduation, with 96% of our students with jobs at this stage from our graduating class. So these initiatives and investments make a difference in increasing both the representation and quality of our students. So if you haven't yet donated to Rotman Giving Day, I hope you'll take a moment to contribute. You can find a link on the Reunite platform or in the chat function. And before we start, I'd like to go over a couple of housekeeping items. If you have any questions, including technical concerns, please submit them using the support button at the bottom left side of the platform. You can also use the event feed and chat functions in the attendees list to connect with other members of the Rotman community. So, let's get on with our award presentations. We have so much to celebrate. So tonight we're honoring 3 outstanding alumni who inspire us all to be bold, to give back to our communities, and to be industry leaders, forging a path for others to follow. This evening, we will be presenting 3 Rotman Awards, Alumni Awards: the Leader to Watch, our Volunteer Excellence Award, and the Lifetime Achievement Award. And I'm pleased to start the presentations off with our Leader to Watch Award. This award was established to recognize an alum who's had a tremendous success in their profession early in their career and has demonstrated a commitment to giving back to their community. And our recipient this evening, Nuha Siddiqui, embodies all those qualities and more. Nuha is a 2018 graduate of our Rotman Commerce program and is the CEO and co-founder of Erthos, a Canadian-based green tech startup that creates plant-powered alternatives to traditional plastics. The idea of Erthos came to Nuha while she was a student in our Rotman Commerce program. She read a report from the World Economic Forum stating that by 2050, there would be more plastic than fish in the ocean. This is just a shocking and devastating statistic. And Nuha enlisted her classmates Chandong and Kritika Tyagi to help research early prototyping of their plant-based packaging. And I love this quote from Nuha, where she states, as a student entrepreneur, she maintained a double identity. By day, Nuha was learning to balance budgets and financial statements, and by night, she was developing a science-driven business. After graduating from Rotman Commerce in 2018, she launched Erthos full-time, worked with her team to scale up. She raised $7.3 million within a year and launched global manufacturing pilots to help tackle the issue worldwide. Nuha is a shining example of how business can innovate to reduce waste and combat climate change. Nuha, before we bring you onto the virtual stage, we have a short video from friends, colleagues, and mentors who have worked with you on your journey. And after this short video, we are delighted to welcome Professor Agarwal, founder of Rotman's Creative Destruction Lab, to provide some congratulatory remarks. Ajay is the Jeffrey Tabor Chair in Entrepreneurship and Innovation and a Professor of Strategic Management at Rotman. Let's listen to what they have to say.
Hello, my name is Carrie Damon. I'm the Executive Director of the Hunter Hub for Entrepreneurial Thinking at the University of Calgary. I'm delighted to speak about Nuha and congratulate her on her award. I met Nuha maybe 2014 when she was a commerce student at the University of Toronto, and she reached out to me on an entrepreneurship student club and project. So I really got to see and was lucky enough to see her path from being a student leader and creating something from scratch, that later she took the Enactus team to the nationals. They did phenomenal, and later created a startup and was part of our incubator space at the University of Toronto, entrepreneurship and incubators. Nuha embodies exactly what we're trying to teach students about entrepreneurial thinking. She has vision, she's hardworking, drive, problem solving, collaboration, really impressive achievements at such a young age, and I think she's one to watch, and we're going to see her do amazing things in the future. And I'm delighted to have known her and excited for her success in the future. Nuha, I'm so proud of you. Congratulations, and have a great evening.
Congratulations, Nuha. I can't think of a more deserving recipient for this award, and I'm so honored that I get to witness this moment. It's been a privilege watching your journey from student to trailblazer, and see you reach some exceptional heights in the short amount of time we've known each other. You're a visionary, a leader, one of the hardest working people I know, and you inspire me to do and be better every single day. It's been one of my greatest pleasures in life to call you not just a co-founder, but one of my dearest friends, and I'm so excited to see you change the world. Congrats again, Nuha. Can't wait to change the world with you.
Congratulations, Nuha, for winning this prestigious award. And thank you for inviting me to speak. I just want to share with the audience three attributes I thought that's instrumental in leading to her success. I'm impressed with Nuha's open-mindedness. Not many entrepreneurs I know who will listen and march over to Asia and explore a new universe. And she did that with a huge success, and took the town by storm. I was really impressed with that. And second is her ability to engage people. And I was really impressed that she got in the door with Horizon Ventures. And not only she did that, she has Selena Chow, the founder of Horizon, to become her mentor. Selena is a legend. Horizon Ventures is one of the top VCs in Asia with huge successes. And the third is I share with you, once I was having lunch with a friend who runs a large conglomerate, and one of their companies is negotiating with Nuha for representation in Asia. And he just came out and said, "It is such a delight to deal with Nuha." And it just occurred to me that is her success formula. I know other business leaders who are just being thoughtful and generous with other people. You can actually go a long ways, and Nuha has that one figured out. So I think, with all these attributes, she will be a huge success. So congratulations again, Nuha. I think I shall be cheering with you always for all your future successes.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Ajay Agarwal. I'm a professor at the Rotman School, and it's a real privilege and honor to introduce Nuha. I'm going to follow Chen and offer my three characterizations for Nuha and why I think she's such a deserving recipient of this important award, the leader to watch. So first of all, the leader to watch implies that she's going somewhere. And so my first point here is one on momentum. Certainly as an entrepreneur, nothing is more important than momentum. I met Nuha in 2018, and at that time, she was just a fresh graduate from the Rotman School. She had no capital, she had no customers, and she really had no product. She had an idea for a product, but that was really it. And here we are, it's only 2021. And as you heard, she has raised over $7 million. She's got customers, including very significant ones like InBev. and and she has a product. She's actually built a thing, and she's selling it, and it's a non-trivial product, replacing single-use plastic with plant-powered materials. So momentum, I think, is feature number one. Number two is there's nothing that makes business school professors happier than to see somebody exercising every one of the muscles that they were working at the school. And in building a business, Nuha is what it's marketing, finance, strategy, accounting, operations, negotiations, contract law, everything. She is exercising every muscle and has had to in order to get to where she's gotten today. So, being cross-disciplinary across all the different domains is, of course, encouraged in all departments. Very few undergraduates get a chance to actually exercise all of those muscles this early in their career, and she's doing that, and being an excellent representative of the graduating class from the undergraduate program. Lastly, one of the things that we need many more of in this country are role models. And there are so many people that, especially in the younger generation, that are very focused on climate change. And there are many people who are, they attend protests, they express their feelings on Twitter, they go to marches or share their views in other ways. But it's reasonably easy to be a talker and much harder to be a doer. Much harder to be a doer. And so in Nuha, we have somebody who's not only building a business, but they are tackling one of the most significant problems in terms of waste, and that is single-use plastic. And so there's a lot of work in this that's not glamorous. I'm sure tonight Nuha will look glamorous, and she'll receive her reward, and everything will feel like this is the fun part about being a CEO and founding a business. But behind that is a lot of working with manufacturers and details and patent lawyers and all kinds of the specifics around actually turning the science into a product, and then fitting the product into a supply chain so that it naturally snaps into replacing pellets for plastic. So there's a lot here that's not glamorous. It's hard work. And so actually being a doer requires real sacrifice. Remember, most Rotman grads, they finish, and you heard the statistics, they all, virtually all of them have jobs and they have incomes. And when Nuha finished, she was really running on fumes. And she had to have incredible conviction in her ideas in order to persist for a significant amount of time with no capital. Today we're celebrating she's got $7 million that she's raised. That came after a lot of work and having to revise the plan multiple times. So Nuha, I'm sure people will be tempted to characterize you as a role model for women of color, and of course you are, but let me say you are a role model for everybody who cares about the planet, for everybody who is trying to figure out how they can not just be a talker, but a doer and really build something. You're a role model for everyone. So congratulations. This award is very well deserved, and we will certainly be watching you. Susan, over to you.
Thank you so much, Ajay, for those wonderful words. Nuha, I want to welcome you to our virtual stage. We're so thrilled to present you with the Leader to Watch Award. On behalf of the Rotman community, my sincerest congratulations to you.
Wow. Thank you so much, Dean Susan and Rotman, for this incredible honor. And thank you to Ajay, Chen, Carrie, and Kritika for such kind words. I also want to take a minute and congratulate both Kim and Cornell on everything that you've accomplished and for your awards tonight. It's an absolute honor to be able to share this evening with you. Just a heads up, there's going to be quite a few thank yous in the next couple minutes, so just bear with me here. This institution right here, Rotman, has been instrumental in the story of finding my purpose, my community, and my values as a leader. It's where it all began and where major milestones in my career took place. I met my co-founders, I discovered my passion, I built Erthos, I found partners like Next and CDL, and I met my very, very first investors and mentors. But it's also where I failed a lot and I struggled and I grew from it. As a first year at Rotman, I was uncertain about a lot of things. And believe it or not, I was actually headed towards becoming an accountant, just like my brother, my other brother, and my dad. It was a family tradition. And even though I didn't really know if that was for me, but that wasn't the only thing I faced when it comes to uncertainty. The truth is, there was a critical point in my academic journey at Rotman where I was barely passing my classes and I was planning to drop out because I didn't think I had what it took to succeed in business. But then I discovered my passion for social entrepreneurship and I realized that I'm not just defined by my academics. After I found synergy in both, I was able to redefine what success truly meant for me. And I'm proof that Rotman is so much more than just its academic excellence. It's about empowering the next generation of leaders, those who don't always follow the straight path, those who are bold and relentless and unwavering in the face of failure. And today we need that more than ever. The problems facing our world are only getting bigger. Whether it's climate change, poverty, or inequality, they aren't getting any easier, and it demands exceptional leaders to take action. I'm just one example of a young leader who decided to just take the first step to challenge that status quo. We at Erthos choose to challenge plastics, and by creating plant-powered alternatives that are both compatible with existing tech and compostable, we're here to create a movement towards sustainable materials in the single-use space. 3 years after graduating Rotman, I still hold these values and the community that I gained very, very close to me. It's what motivates me to continue breaking barriers, whether it was to fundraise and build a team of engineers and scientists, move and run a business halfway across the world, or continue paving the way for young leaders and the impact that we can make on our planet, despite how old we are or where we come from. But this definitely didn't happen overnight, and it didn't happen alone. And I'm so incredibly grateful and thankful for the people in my life who have been there since the very beginning and some who have joined along the way. Friends and team members like Kritika, who have seen the ups and the downs and continue to be on this wild ride of Erthos. Thank you to you and to my entire team for choosing to dedicate your careers to this vision. To mentors like Chen, Ajay, and Carrie, who have always pushed me to think bigger and given me the honest, hard truth, even when I didn't really want to hear it. Thank you so much for your commitment towards inspiring entrepreneurs like me. To investors like Golden, Horizons, and early brand partners like AB InBev, thank you for taking a chance and believing in plant-powered materials. And of course, to my family who's standing right behind this screen, thank you for being here and for always putting up with a little bit of my craziness. I know I have a lot more ahead of me, a long, long road and a lot of work to do, but I'm so excited for the future, and a future where we have created a new standard for sustainable materials. And I will do everything I can to do justice to this incredible award. So thank you so much.
Thank you, Nuha. And I guess we're all so glad that you actually didn't become an accountant. So it is incredible what you've managed to accomplish only 3 years after graduating. I can't wait to watch what more you can achieve. And I know the world is in good hands if there are more young people like you out there. Thank you.